You know what's embarrassing? You can solve your friend's life in 30 seconds, but your own life? Suddenly, you need 6 months, 3 breakdowns, and a notes app titled Things I Should Have Seen Coming. And the weird part is, you're not pretending to be wise. You actually are wiser when the problem isn't yours. There's a name for this. It's called Solomon's Paradox. And by the end of this video, you'll know why your brain gives amazing advice to everyone else, then turns into a confused raccoon when it's your own problem. And more importantly, you'll know how to get your clarity back. This is Countless Curiosities, where we make human behavior simple, useful, and slightly uncomfortable. Solomon's Paradox comes from King Solomon, famous for wisdom, great at judging other people's problems, not always great at managing his own, which is painfully relatable. Psychologists Igor Grossman and Ethan Kross studied this in 2014. They found that people reasoned more wisely about someone else's relationship conflict than their own. But when people mentally step back from their own problem, that gap disappeared. That's the whole trick. Distance creates wisdom. Closeness creates fog. Think about your friend's bad relationship. They say they only text me at midnight, but maybe they're just busy. And you're like, no, that's not romance. That's customer support with flirting. But when it's your phone, your brain becomes a defense attorney. Maybe they're emotionally complex. Maybe they're scared of love. Maybe their phone fell into a river every night at 11:58. No, you're not stupid. You're emotionally involved. And when you're emotionally involved, your brain isn't only asking what's true, it's asking what answer hurts the least right now. That's a dangerous question, because sometimes the truth is obvious, but accepting it would cost you something. Pride, hope, a relationship, a version of the future you already imagined. And this is why even mental health professionals need other professionals. That surprises people. They think, wait, therapists are trained in psychology. Shouldn't they just therapize themselves? Not really. That's like saying a surgeon should operate on their own appendix because they went to medical school. Knowing the tool doesn't mean you can safely use it on yourself. Therapists can have blind spots too. They can get emotionally triggered. They can over-identify with the client. They can miss something because a case touches their own life. In therapy, there's a word called counter-transference. Simple version, it's when the therapist's own emotions, memories, or biases get pulled into the room. That doesn't make them bad therapists, it makes them human. That's why clinical supervision exists. Even the American Psychological Association literally requires therapists to seek outside consultation when their personal lives get messy. It's built right into their ethics code. So if therapists need outside perspective, why do we act like we should solve our own emotional mess alone at 2 a.m.? The problem isn't lack of intelligence, it's lack of distance. You can't read the label from inside the jar. So how do you actually use Solomon's Paradox? Not with a 47-step morning routine, just 3 small shifts. First, talk to yourself in the third person. Yes, it feels weird. Do it anyway. Instead of asking, what should I do? Ask, what should David do? So instead of, why am I putting up with this? Try, why is Maya putting up with this? That tiny language shift creates distance, and there's science behind it. A 2017 study found that third-person self-talk helped reduce emotional reactivity when people looked at upsetting images without requiring extra mental effort. Second, use the friend test. Take your exact problem. Don't soften it. Don't add excuses. Don't include the 14 tiny details you use to protect your feelings. Just ask, if my best friend told me this exact story, what would I say? That answer may sting, but it's probably closer to the truth than your 2 a.m. explanation. Third, ask future you, not current you. Current you is emotional. Current you wants the text back, the apology, the job to magically improve, the situation to stop feeling awkward. Future you has better lighting. Ask, what will I wish I had done 6 months from now? What will I respect myself for later? That question cuts through a lot because most of the time you already know. You're just negotiating with the truth. So maybe wisdom isn't some magical personality trait. Maybe wisdom is just what happens when you get enough distance from your own panic. That's Solomon's Paradox. You're not broken because you struggle to follow your own advice. You're human. Your emotions zoom the camera in too close. So zoom out. Use your name. Imagine your friend. Ask future you. And the next time you feel completely stuck, don't ask, "Why can't I figure this out?" Ask, "What would I say if this wasn't happening to me?" Because sometimes the advice you keep giving everyone else is the advice that's been trying to find its way back to you.